Okay, y'all, sorry, I got a phone call and I cut it off. Okay, so this is another method now that I'm going to show y'all. And this may be easier for, you know, for some of y'all. I call it a split. I don't know if this will work. Ooh, that's sharp. Okay. Give me the squeegee, honey. Okay, and again, y'all definitely want to use transfer tape to put letters down. I'm telling you, it will make your life so much easier. Okay, so you're gonna squeegee it. Okay, and then, I don't know if this will work to do this. Ooh, this is a new knife y'all we're testing out. I think I like it. Don't never, when you guys are cutting this stuff off, don't never cut with the shape of the letter. You want a straight edge. And I'll show you why in just a minute, okay? At least on one end. If you do it around the sides right here, it doesn't matter. But you want it on whatever end you're gonna start off with this letter is the edge. You want a straight edge, okay? Okay, so we're gonna make sure everything is fitting. Okay, and the other thing is, make sure when you guys are putting these letters on here that the flutes are running the right direction, okay? Because if I put this letter on here and the flutes are running the wrong direction, then you just screwed the whole letter up, okay? Because the reason why is because you have to be able to stick the wires. For people who are new, I know this probably sounds stupid. Y'all are probably looking at me like, she's dumb. But some people don't know this. The stakes have to slide up inside these little holes that are in this. You see those little holes? The stakes slide up inside those, and if you put the letter on here in the wrong direction, you can't slide the stakes up in the holes. Okay? All right. Bernadette, you have any questions, baby? No? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around this way and show y'all another easier way. You're going to tape it down the center like this. Okay. And you're going to pick this up, peel the letter back like this. Can y'all see that? And then you're going to make a little tear in the letter right there. I mean the paper, not the letter, in the paper, the backing paper, and tear it across. Okay, all the while keeping your tape on there, because that tape is what's holding your letter in place. And you're going to squeegee it. And this is kind of like, I always refer to it as kind of like driving a standard car, okay? You have to move the gas pedal and the clutch just even with each other, okay? So as you're squeegeeing, you don't want to crease this. You want this hand to be moving down at the same speed that this hand is squeegeeing across, okay? Because you want to keep it smooth. Okay, now you can pick up your tape. And you just want to take it off the ends. Then you're going to flip this over. Now this is the reason why you want to make sure that you have a straight cut, because you don't want this paper getting stuck behind there, okay? So now you're going to pull this off on this side. Okay. Okay, so at this point you can also use water Where's that spray? Will you give me that spray on my desk? Can I do the Ride On? There's some spray called Ride On. Now I have Ride On only because I bought out another company and it came with it. You can just use, same thing. You can just use a spray bottle like this with a little bit of Dawn and some alcohol, okay? The alcohol is gonna help the water to dry quicker, and the Dawn is gonna make it to where the letter is slick. So let's say you lay it down and it's crooked, okay? And you want to do this before you do the other side. Obviously, you want to do it when you start, but it's so that when you lay it down, if you lay it down, it's crooked, or say you realize you have the flutes turned the wrong way, you can pull it back up before you squeegee it, okay? And this also helps, and you don't need a lot, you just need a little bit, because when you squeegee it, it's going to spread it out. This also helps to not have bubbles, okay? So then you're going to start squeegeeing it like this, same exact way that you did it on the other side. And you don't want to put a whole lot of spray on there either, because then it'll be hard to pick the letter up. Can you smell the alcohol? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the alcohol is going to help it to dry faster. So if you see that, you see how it's white right there? That means, okay, so you see this bubble, how it's white there? That means that bubble is between the vinyl and the tape, and you don't have to worry about that, okay? It's if you have a bubble between the vinyl and the coroplast, then you want to pop it. And y'all just know, that's going to come up when you cut the outline. Just know that if you guys have little bubbles in this coroplast, okay, no one is ever going to see that. I don't care how close they get to it, number one. And number two, after these letters sit out in the sun for a little while, the sun is going to suck those bubbles right out, okay? So they're not going to stay there forever. So that's that. Now this letter is the same way. You're just going to take your knife, and we're going to demonstrate with the new knife. See how this goes. Ooh. I like this knife. If y'all want to see this, this is a Milwaukee knife. Yeah, see, it wants to follow that groove.
That's what I'm saying. It's when they're real sharp. That's the only thing bad about them. This one too. She has that little piece on there where you can peel it. And it's really notice.
I'm just going back and getting some of these little pieces on here.
I was like, I can do that later. To get it.
Oops, still following a groove on it. Yeah, so this knife does better going across the flutes, but not so much going down the flutes. bugging me. Okay. Let's get this little piece here. Okay, and then you're gonna peel the outline up. And like I said, this only comes on my letters when I do vinyl. I don't know how everybody else does them. We were trying to figure out a way that we could make an outline for y'all without you guys having to tape everything off and. Okay. So this little edge is really bugging me. Sometimes you just can't. It wants to follow that little groove. All right, so it's that easy, y'all. So the split method I did, where you put the vinyl down the center, is about the same thing as the hinge. It's just that you're making it easier because you're not working with such a big piece of vinyl at one time. You're working with half of it, and you can do that on any size vinyl on anything. So if y'all have any questions, I guess that's it. Anything else? You have any questions? You sure? Or do you just not want to talk? Okay, if y'all have any questions, just message me on here and I'll answer them. Bye, y'all.